Okay, so I was saying, if we put our terminal value here 4, then it will be. Yeah, what? You said what?
Who else got the figure that is on the board? Yeah.
I got 45762.
457.
621.
That's the same thing now.
I got the same thing as you, Brian.
You said? Did you say it's not the same thing?
Yeah, it's not the same.
456 something is the same thing now.
457,621 point.
It's approximation now. It's the same.
It's the same thing.
If what do you get?
Same as Brian.
I said I understand. Why are you people so stubborn, these people? Oh, this Excel can stupid though. Yeah, I agree now. So what?
You were supposed to be doing in the hall, Brian.
Who's that? How?
If are you scared?
No, I'm not scared. I'm just saying, a proponent of computer-based exam, Brian. Is this what we're doing inside the hall?
You just do equal to.
Hasn't it made your life easier so far?
You just do equal to G32.
Yeah, but the G32.
Not working.
No, the G36. The G36.
G36, sorry.
But because the G36 is under and there are a number of references, it's refusing to do it.
If you just write it there like that.
Exactly. So just write it there, Brian.
No other. It's all good. Unfortunately, it has done me bad.
442.
So I'd have an opportunity to practice again.
Our president is talking.
I'm happy for also.
Healthcare workers. We can sign a memorandum of understanding.
We already know what will happen now, so what's the use of hearing what we know what will happen?
I'm not really together, man.
We already know what will happen. So is there any need?
Health workers.
We're already sure.
I must commend the insurance sector for their support in achieving this within a short period of time. Nigeria has also
This thing is stubborn. Okay, so it says 45,759.04. Why is this thing behaving like this now? Did they send you? Why? Where did I get this figure that is worrying you like this? Oh. Okay, I get the problem. I get why the thing is behaving like this. Okay. All right, so You said?
You went to carry the free cash flow. You've already put the terminal value.
No, because I summed it up to 18, up to 20. That's why it's giving me this stress. So I should sum it up to 17 and just do it separately. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I do.
So it will force it, it will continue forcing it, will never work. So it's now that it can now work because that figure has to be before this other one. Okay, so now it will work. I won't. Oh, okay. I didn't drag it. I didn't. Hey God, okay, so so I have to drag it for all of them first before it will work. Okay, now that it's for all of them, then I can now come here and say it's equal to that. Okay. So all these kind of things should happen to you outside the hall, not inside the hall. So that figure now.
Brian will just write.
It might not even work. It might not work now. See, it was correcting me when I wrote it like that. So it might give you a problem that is even bigger than. How does that one affect you now, these people? Okay. All right. So we're good to go. Okay, so maybe the easier way to do this thing now will be to leave this place and do it. Okay, so we have that. Is the sum of up to 17. So can we, if we add that, if it doesn't work, then I'll carry it under that place and then we'll rest. Okay, so we move on. What's the next thing now? What's the next thing?
Discounting. We
discounting. We already have what we are going to use to discount now.
Yes.
Okay, so we can now discount. Okay. I've seen that Excel is more stubborn than me. So I'll just carry this terminal value thing out of this place. That will really waste our time now. Okay, so joining all these things under each other. So our discount rate is what?
13%.
Okay, so we'll use the 13% there.
Mr. Brian, imagine you are inside the exam hall doing this thing.
No shaking now.
How many minutes has
he has gotten his whatever. You can't imagine
it. No. He's saying that we should drag it, we should do it this way, we should do it that way. You should consider us that doesn't have exact skills.
It doesn't make any difference now, it's practice. But it will only do you, these things, you do them outside if you've practiced, you'll not have any worry because you've already done your work outside. So I feel that's correct, Abby.
Yes.
Okay, so with that,
Mommy.
So I'll do it like if I was doing it on the board. So 13% discount rate. You can discount them and let's get our figures and move. Is Tokumbo here?
I'm with you.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
In addition to maintaining
Well, they have relaxed the lockdown.
and personal
I don't know what type of country this is. I
issues
don't
of
understand
They have
how
relaxed the lockdown.
your president is this.
What was now? This is big. They said phase.
And Lagos.
What does it mean relax now?
That
You
means you
can
can
move
start
around,
moving out
businesses
now.
are opening, everything
You
has
can move
Yeah.
around now, but from 8 p.m. there's coffee from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m.
For coffee,
So does it
is it armed robbers that we are running away from or interaction with each other?
From first May. From 1st May. Sorry for the distraction. Please go.
What is from 1st May?
Hey, this man has finished me.
We implement it from 2nd of May.
Why you know be
What is 2nd of May now? They've added another 7 days, have you?
You are it's from 7th of May you can do all this movement.
with the guidelines issued above
Hey, God,
to support our businesses and the traders.
Oga,
The monetary and fiscal
don't be a
authorities
fool, please.
play all the necessary roles
Right.
Let's face our.
Is that what?
to continue and thus
I said, let's do our dues. Okay, they do our this thing, they go.
That means they will still have to. That means we have looked for trouble now. That means it's very, very likely that
enforcement of a total
there will still be another lockdown in July again. So God will help us for this exam.
The federal government shall deploy all the necessary human, material, and
Okay, so let's
technical
move on,
resources
please.
of the state in controlling and containing the pandemic and preventing the risk of further spread to neighboring states. I wish to once again
Please mute that broadcast. So
on a daily basis.
Let me check where it's coming from.
Every speech we win this
I think it's
fight.
a guy, yeah.
For those
Okay, I'm coming. I'm looking for him. Let me mute it. Might not
rest
be.
assured that government will do all it takes to support you and your families during this exceedingly difficult period. I will also take this opportunity.
So after getting our figures, we'll say that, therefore, the summation of present values, which is the value of Fodaco, is equal to the sum of everything so that's our answer. So 40, that's approximately 40 million now, Abi? Are you there?
Yeah.
Is it what the president said that is bothering you?
Bothering who?
Why are you not talking again now?
I said yes now. It's not me. Did any other person talk? Nobody is talking again.
So it's approximately $40 million. Okay, so we are good to go. What's the next thing we want to do? If you're very distracted today, that's unlike you. What's happening now?
Yes, there's voice after, before and after AFM.
You said what?
Nothing.
You're sounding so far from your system.
Nothing, Brian, continue.
How far now? Anything for us? Let's know whether we should leave this work that we're doing and go and do other things. This one our president has told us. Okay, so what's the next thing to do, please? Halima, what's the next thing? Halima? You know, we still have a lot of things
You
to
know
do in
the
this
value
course.
of the combined company.
Value of the combined company.
Okay, so we do our value of the combined company. So we have gotten our value of Fodako. So we can now come and do our value of the combined company. So valuation of the combined
Okay, I was
company.
on mute. Sorry.
Okay, that's why. Okay, I was wondering. Okay. Where's Thelma? I'm just seeing your message. Oh. No, I can't. No, I can't go out of here. That's fine. Okay, so let's move on. So where do we start with the valuation of the combined company?
You know, since we have the value for the main company, what's the
So let's read through what they've asked us to do. If we read through, we'll get perspective on how we are going to value. They've already given us information. We're still using the same free cash flow to firm methodology. That's what they told us. That's what I'm saying. So they've given us information, and then finally they said it is anticipated that after the forecast 4-year period, its free cash flow will be half of the sales revenue growth rate. That's the same thing with the first one, Abi. Yeah, same thing. So half. So it will go from 5.8 to what? It will go from 5.8 to what?
2.9.
I'm not hearing you. You're on mute.
2.9?
2.9, you're right. So we'll start with sales revenue first of all. So we'll have sales revenue. So we can come and do our year again. So we are doing year 1 to 4 again. So that's first. Then the next thing is our sales revenue. And our sales revenue we said was times 1.058, Abi? And we can do this as raised to power n minus 1. So that we can make it easy for us to drag that figure when we are calculating. So we said our figure in the first year, they said in the first year it will be 51,952. Please be trying to talk small so that someone will know when, if I'm the only one in the class. So 51,952. Right?
Yes.
So I can do that now times, but they said that is first year. It's not going to
going to grow in the first, it's just going to be that in the first year.
Yeah, what I was saying was, let me see whether it will work if I do this as times 1.058. Just trust me, 58 raised to power 0. Let me see whether it will count for the remaining years as 1, 2, 3.
Which is 1.
So that is 1. So raised to power 0, anything raised to power 0 is 1. So let me see whether it will count them as the remaining years as 1, 2, 3. If it doesn't, then that's unfortunate. I'll have to do for 2 years. So of course I was expecting that it didn't. So it doesn't make any difference.
It didn't.
So all I can, but don't worry, nothing. It hasn't spoiled anything yet. It hasn't spoiled anything really. I can come and do for year 1 now. So I can come to year 2 and raise it to the power. Oh, okay. So I have to do each of them individually. Okay, so I should have done that self. That will pay me. It will make it faster for me. So I'll come and change the raising to the power for all of them. Do you get what I'm saying? It will be faster for me than to do them individually. So this one will now be raised to power 1. The next one will be raised to power 2. And the final one will be raised to power 3. And I think that is less work than the other things. Even though there is a way to do this thing, that's still more efficient. Okay, so that's that. I've gotten my figures. So what's the next thing? After my sales revenue, so we'll get our operating profit, Abi?
Yes.
And operating profit, they say we expected to be 30%.
Yeah, of
For the foreseeable future.
That means it will work even in the perpetuity when we are doing our terminal value. So operating profit, so we said that is times 1.3, Abi? Oh, sorry. So that is equal to revenue, 30% of revenue. So we now have 30% of revenue in year 1. So that will be equal to 30% multiplied by the revenue in year 1. And that will be fine to drag. Is Ify here?
Yes, I'm here.
Right, you're very far away. Okay. So we've gotten our revenue. What's the next? Well, we've gotten our operating profit. What's the next thing we should do? So let me highlight these ones again, like what we did before, so that they will not, make a mistake about feeling like if they are part of what we are doing. And that's why I left a space between them. So what's next?
Tax.
So we'll do our tax on our operating profit.
So, Brian, now that they've relaxed movement, are we still going to write the exam in June?
July. But you know what's bothering me now? What's bothering me is that it's very likely that this our relaxing will cause us to have very serious issues, and so we'll have to lock down again. And when we lock down, it will now go and pass July. I don't know why we could not just wait.
But that is not like, it's just for specific businesses, right? It's not like.
Who says for specific businesses?
Is that not what they said?
Mr. Brian, is it 30 or 28?
I thought it says
28
30%. I just saw 30% now. It
It's
said
30%.
Oh, okay, it's tax. Oh, sorry, it's devil work. Sorry, it's devil work. Thank you. Thank you. You said what?
Is your handwork?
No, it's devil. It's not me. No, I'm not part of. I don't used to do bad thing. Devil. Okay, so that has done well, right? We're good. So we have our tax. Unfortunately, I've carelessly not put the negative sign again. So I'm just wasting time. I don't know what's happening now. I think it's this announcement that has gotten the better of me.
Brad, they've extended the lockdown by 1 week. That's what they're saying.
1 week is too short, please.
That's
On the
4th of
on the
May.
4th, yes.
They've extended it without saying it now.
So have they extended?
Relax.
Have they extended it by 1 week, or they are relaxing it after the 1
Of
week?
course, now they said they will relax it. They will relax it from 4th of May.
From 4th of May.
And by
4th
that
of
time,
May.
they will extend it again.
They've extended it by 1 week. So let's continue with our
They
continuation.
better extend it by that 4th of May. They know what is good for us.
Brian, you want to stay at home?
No, I know that Nigeria doesn't have the capacity.
Our terminal.
Sorry, we don't have tax. No, we have additional investment now.
There's additional investment, yes.
So we have additional investment. So I always told you, you'll see that this one will be a little more smoother. Additional. You see that they gave us figures that made it easier for us. Even the additional investment too, they still did it in a way that it was easy to do the working. Because of the way they structured the question. Okay, so our workings for additional investment. Okay, so we can come and really do very similar to what we did before. So we have our revenue, or did they tell us, or they didn't tell us on revenue, they gave us the first, how did they give us?
They gave us the first
revenue.
Okay, so we're still doing the same thing now. So we'll do the first revenue. So it's still on revenue now, Abby?
Yes.
So, okay, they gave us the first, the combined company will require additional investment in assets of this in the first year. And then 18%.
18 cents.
18 cents per dollar increase. That's interesting. Okay, so we have our additional investment year 1, year 2, year 3. Okay, so we have our year how did we say? Okay, we can still lie it down because we are still going to copy these revenues again. So yeah. One, two, buckle, shoe. Okay, so revenue now. So come and copy them. So we have those revenues. Then we have our incremental, right? We already have the one for year one given directly in the question. Right? So incremental. For incremental now, we'll have nothing here. So nil there. So you see why they had to give us the first year, because they've not provided us with the kind of structure of information that we'll be able to do to work, except if they give us our previous revenue, but they are really testing you in this question. They're testing your ability. That's why I wanted us to do it, because such twists and turns. So we're doing year n plus 1 minus year n. So we have that incremental. Then our working capital or additional investment requirement. So additional investment, remember that will be if I shift this thing, except I will shift. Let me shift the H because the H has not done anything. Okay, so it will soon log us out. Once it logs us out, we'll come back and we'll start getting towards the end. So our additional investment, 18 cents, Abi? Is that what he said, 18 cents?
Yes.
Okay, so